Cracked old wounds under newborn towers. We live where the city bent and trembled, building tomorrow from yesterday's hours. Capes pass by in a flash and flare, while we set beams and say our prayers. Life goes on in the broken seam. Faultline's home to quiet dreams. Alarm at 6 and you overbrook. Boots by the door and a last long look. Kiss on Lydia's flower dust mouth, and eastbound steps where the girders grow loud. Past pinnacle apartments clean and bright, skeleton frames climbing into light. Clockwork eyes in the cracked glass lane, they watch me work in the sling of rain. Faultline holds what the ground remembers, cracked old wounds under newborn towers. We live where the city bent and trembled, building tomorrow from yesterday's hours. Capes pass by in a flash and flare, while we set beams and say our prayers. Life goes on in the broken seam. Faultline's home to quiet dreams. Saw Sky Raider shadow cut the sun, lost behind the steel before the sirens begun. Freak show sparks down a broken track. You swing the hammer, you never look back. Vasilov stink in the wind today, then a blur of color cleared the way. Some cape I never caught the name, just nodded once, then back to the frame. Faultline holds but the ground remembers, cracked old wounds under newborn towers. We live where the city bent and trembled, building tomorrow from yesterday's hours. Capes pass by in a flash and flare, while we set beams and say our prayers. Life goes on in the broken seam. Faultline's home to quiet dreams. Evening light on Constance beams, rusted dreams turn modern dreams. I read that plaque like I never knew why, how a city can fall and still defy. Jim Timblor talks of what lies under stone. I just squeeze Lydia's hand and go home. They say the fault could break again, say the deeper still feels pain. But I've laid steel on moving ground, and love's the truest level I've found. No kids, no echoes down the hall, but time moves strange, like it never moves at all. Faultline holds but the ground remembers, cracked old wounds under newborn towers. We live where the city bent and trembled, building tomorrow from yesterday's hours. Capes pass by in a flash and flare, while we set beams and say our prayers. Life goes on in the broken seam. Faultline's home to quiet dreams. From the A rooftop I always say, don't know how those towers still stay. She just smiles like she's heard it before, and Faultline hums like a distant shore.